Hello and welcome to another interesting episode on Healthline TV show. This show is proudly sponsored by Serene Insurance, Lipstrong campaign by Nestle Ghana, Royal Aroma Fortified Rice, New Parental Sunflower Oil, and Vital 20 Immune Booster. Today's topic for discussion is parental role in curbing teenage pregnancy. And our guest for today will educate us on ways of guiding teenagers to make healthy and responsible decisions about sex. Welcome to Healthline TV show. Let's go for a quick break. When we come back, we'll start our discussion for today. My name is Stella Ej. Nkonde Stella Ej. And I'm a midwife and the host of Healthline TV show. So this morning, most often, we think that teenage pregnancy is only caused by the child or our daughters, but research is showing that parents also play a role in that. So as we are here today, we have in our midst a guest from the municipal hospital, Hohoi Municipal Hospital. She is going to educate us on the parental role in curbing or preventing teenage pregnancy in areas like this. I don't want to talk too much. I want to use this opportunity to welcome our guest, Madam Faustina Amegashi from Hohoi Municipal Hospital. So she will educate us more on whatever we are going to discuss today. Madam Faustina, you are welcome.
Thank you.
Great, Mommy. So do you think parents have a role in curbing teenage pregnancy?
Yes. Yes and no.
Okay. So how does it happen?
Parents, before I start anything, like I want to educate us on who is a teenager.
Okay.
And then who is a parent. And then, yes, we say a teenager is somebody who is between 13 and 19 years because of the teens, between 13 and 19 years. And then we say who is an adolescent. A teenager falls within an adolescent group. An adolescent is somebody between the ages of 10 to 19 years. And then they are still young adults. And by our WHO standard, we are saying that young adults are people between 10 and 24 years. Okay. So a teenager still falls within that range. Okay. And then who is a parent? So we are talking about parents. That do parents play a role in curbing teenage pregnancy?
Exactly. Yeah.
So a parent may be somebody, a biological parent or a foster parent, who is taking care of this teenager by providing his or her basic needs for the teenager to be well sound and then have his or her peace of mind. Please, are we there?
Yes.
Okay. So I say yes because the parent has to provide this teenager her basic needs. Okay. The parents has to see to it that the child is well disciplined. And then she has shelter, food and whatever. And then you have to know the sort of friends that this teenager brings along in the house or who are his or her peers. Okay. I'm not just focusing on the girl teenager. Okay. I want us to use the two because we have to be interested in both the boys and the girls. All right. So the sort of the friends she has, what he or she does at a private times or private moments, what she does, you have to know all about this. The parent has to know. That
is when a parent is having influence on teenage pregnancy.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so at what instances will you say that parent has no role in curbing teenage pregnancy?
Good. When parent has no role, it's when that the parent doesn't befriend that teenager girl or boy. And then he has no time for him or her. When she wakes up, hers is just to go to work with us, the corporate mothers or parents, especially those who are in the urban areas. Okay. But with this area, we wake up early. You know, we have these various markets that we have to go. Some leave the house as early as 4 a.m. and they come very late. Some don't even come that day.
Okay.
And then they leave the teenager
Okay.
at the mercy of other older ones, or even she is the mother in the house for the younger ones.
Okay.
Or they are even placed with their grannies, and then the granny has gone to sleep. That teenager goes out, the granny doesn't know that the teenager has gone out. There's funeral in town, that teenager will go, he or she will keep very late before coming. At times they don't even sleep in the house because you are asleep and you think they have come to sleep. You leave the door ajar, but they are there. And then that is when that they form groups. They are in
Among
their peers, among their peers, they are in their peer groups. You see them doing. So the mother is just, or the parents are just chasing material needs or physical needs. They don't even provide for that teenager.
Okay.
They don't provide for their basic needs.
All right.
Especially around this area. Maybe we have challenge with housing.
Okay.
And then the mother and then the parents and all the children, they are sleeping in the same room.
Yeah.
And then the teenager is spying what they are doing, especially at night.
Yeah.
So when it gets to a stage, I think you have to separate them from the room that the parents sleep.
Okay.
Because they know a lot of things.
All right, mommy. So what can parents do to decrease the chance of a girl child getting pregnant?
Okay. What parents have to do is you have to befriend your girl child.
Okay.
She has to be your friend. She has to have confidence in you. You draw her closer to you so that if she's in need of anything or she has any challenge, she can come to you and then discuss any issue with you. You have to provide for her basic needs. Whatever she needed, you have to provide it. You have to instill some discipline into her. You correct her whenever it's necessary. And then you provide her needs. You see to it that her friends that she's moving with, she at times bring them home. You know her friends, you know their homes, what they do, what their parents do. You can know their parents.
Yeah.
And then when you know that your girl is sexually or she's active, you have to send her.
Send her
to the midwife, to the nurse.
Okay, this issue is a bit controversial. Some of the parents are like, if you take them to the family planning unit, they will keep on having unprotected sex. Mommy, you've been a DDN nurse in the public health unit. What do you think about it? Is it good for a mother to take a girl child to the family planning unit, go and have any of the method done? What do you think about it?
It's very, very good. It's very necessary. I even tap the shoulders of parents who bring their wards. They come to me and then we render service to them. Because when you know that your girl child is very sexually active, that is when you have to bring the girl to be put on a device.
Okay.
It's better we do that for her than she getting pregnant or she going to cause abortion and you lose that girl because you've invested a lot into her education or into her. And then when you lose her, what of if she's protected for you? It's better because when they come to us, we counsel them. We do even other investigations for them, and then we counsel them. We don't just go putting them on the method.
All right,
we counsel them.
All right, before we continue, viewers, you are watching HealthLink TV show. This show is proudly sponsored by Serene Insurance, Live Strong campaign by Nestle Ghana, Royal Aroma Fortified Rice, New Frital Sunflower Oil, and Vital 20 Immune Booster. Let's go for a quick break. When we come back, we'll continue our discussion on parental role in curbing teenage pregnancy in rural areas. We'll be right back. Welcome back. So before we went on break, we were discussing teenage pregnancy and how parent-child relationship should be like. Madam Faustina, you've been at the public health unit for a very long time and you've seen a lot of teenage pregnancy cases. What do you think is the major cause of teenage pregnancy?
Okay. The major causes I would say is peer influence.
Okay. So does it mean that they shouldn't have friends?
They should. But you know, when they get to that stage, they are very curious.
Okay.
They are curious. Like I said earlier on, they see what mama and papa is doing at night. So they also want to explore.
Well, what if the mother and father and the children are all living in a single room? Does it mean that they shouldn't,
They should
have
enjoy
any
themselves.
intimacy?
They should enjoy themselves, but they should know the timing.
The timing.
The timing.
Timing.
Yeah, we either tell them that when the children have gone to school,
Okay.
in the afternoon, you can do it.
Okay.
But these children, they are very, very curious. You may think that they are asleep. I remember an instance that the boy, not knowing, the boy was watching the parents. So when the daddy, he knows the time the daddy does. The daddy normally sleep on the floor, thinking that he's sleeping with the children. But when it's time, he will throw his cloth to the mother, so he will get onto the bed. So when the man pick the cloth to throw, then the boy say, "Hey, dad, who be throw you?" So you can see that they've been watching. That's why we say that when it gets to a stage, they should just know. They should know the time. They should enjoy themselves.
Okay.
You see. So like I say, peer influence, poverty, single parenting, substance abuse, and they want to explore with the social media now too. Is causing a lot of harm to us. And then with parents not having enough time for them, not befriending them. Some of them, they treat them like, most of them they treat, especially with the maids, they don't have that motherly or fatherly love.
Wow.
And then one thing we parents we are doing, initially is one person who carries the pregnancy and delivers, but that child is for the community. But now we don't want any other parents to discipline our children. That is where we've gotten to now. That's why at times when our children do something at school and then even the teachers spank, the parents will go there.
The way they will deal with
at times they go beating teachers. They don't want anybody to say anything. But I'm not saying all parents are doing that. You should allow our children to be disciplined. And then you should discipline your girl child, your boy, teenager in love. And then you have to monitor his or her movements. You have to monitor. At times they bring things to the house that doesn't belong to them. So if you are providing their needs, you know what you have provided for him or her, so that when he or she brings something home, you say, "Where did you get this thing from? I didn't buy this for you." Then he knows that you are watching. But you correct him in love, because when they get to that stage, they are easily irritated. And if you don't take care, they can easily talk back to you.
We have our fathers here, we have our mothers here. Some are also guardians. What is their role as a parent in the upbringing of a teenager? I want you to state it emphatically so that we will all know our role.
Okay. As parents or father, mother, or guardian, the roles we have to play for our teenagers are: one, they have to provide their basic needs. Like shelter, clothing, food, etc. They have to befriend the girl child. They have to be their friend. They have to draw them closer. They have to develop interest in whatever they are doing. They have to know the peers that they move with. Because when you get to that stage, they want to be closer to their peers. So you have to know the sort of friends your girl child or your boy child is bringing home or moving with. And then you have to correct when necessary. When he or she is going wayward, you have to correct him by in love.
Okay.
You don't have to embarrass him. You have to monitor his or her activities, what he does. You have to monitor him. Because at times, you see him bringing things to the house, or he's doing a lot of things but you monitor. But do it very cautiously. And then don't embarrass him or her. And then you have to educate your girl child on sex education or reproductive health. If you have any challenge with that, you come closer to us, or you can come to us. We organize a community meeting like this and we talk to the girls, or you bring them to us. It's necessary. We have to set community watchdogs, And then we have to do bylaws in the community.
Okay.
That when it's past 8:30 or 9 o'clock, we don't have to see any teenager loitering about. Or when there's a spinning or there's a funeral, by 9 o'clock, every teenager has to be in his or her home. When any teenager is seen outside, the parents will be sanctioned, or they have to put a fine there. So when your ward is seen outside beyond that time, a levy is, you are levied to pay a fine.
What
Please.
do you think about it?
You
Okay.
like it. And then we have to instill moral and religious discipline into them. It's very, very necessary. It's very, very necessary.
Please, who is having a question?
Mereku wona mia fifia be nya be mia vio gblem minya be wo gblem mia tan kplove mia be neso gbo be wa tan kpe de mia hu nenye be me kplo de via ve koko kpe de hu etsɔ koke de via me gaba jivio de ko ba dodo kya se me gaba jivio de le kai mia we kumbe mabia.
With the family planning or what we do, we even advise those who cannot even give birth. Family planning is not just about you not giving birth at all. It's both sides. If you can't give birth and you come to us, we even advise you and we put you on a method as to you giving birth. So it's not about preventing the child from not giving birth.
Kumejima biaba abamiaba time na 50s plus 60s o ahuya pomo bi ma jona nka jo fifia ko debi o fufo boy emodora manya machi o na mile debi o le obejijimalo echimanu manu no ji o gomajeje o manu chi o kotira reka retireka manya numa we nu yo mbewa.
An answer to that is maybe in the 50s and then the 60s. You know, our parents they discipline you people, they discipline us very well. You, the girl child, you are even scared to go out. You are even scared when there's a funeral, you cannot even going that you want to see the dead body. But now, things are changing, world is changing. It's not the medication we are giving the children. That is rather giving them the exposure so that the child will be very healthy for you. Breast milk is very good for the child. It's solely about 80% is about water. That's why we prevent the parents from giving their children water when they are giving birth. It has a lot of advantages. And when you give that child water from the beginning of food, the child will not thrive very well for us. You know, in those times, we have kwashiorkor, marasmus, they are there plenty, but this time you don't see those things.
Thank you so much. Now I want to have a short quiz. One of our sponsors gave us a very nice package for whoever will answer a question that I'm come to ask. So the first question is, as a father or mother, what will be your role to curb teenage pregnancy? So whatever you say, our guest will mark. She will tell you whether you are right or not.
One is to provide a basic need to the teenager, befriend to the teenager, know their peers.
Okay.
Finally, correct the teenager. Whenever he or she goes wrong, you correct him or her. Thank you.
Because you've been able to answer this question, Nestle Ghana is promoting Live Strong with Iron campaign. And what Nestle Ghana is telling us is, whatever you eat, you need to make sure that it contains iron. If you open this basket, we have red beans, we have white beans, we have bambara beans, we have agushi, brown rice, white rice, we have eggs, and we have orange. What Nestle Ghana is saying is that after preparing your meal, you need to add vitamin C. It can be orange, it can be pineapple, it can be mango. Add it to it. It will help with the absorption of the iron in order to build your immunity, to fight against infections. So please, because you've answered, come for your package. Everything is for you. kindly go home, come for it, kindly go home and let your wife prepare a very beautiful meal for you this evening, okay? All right. Kindly mention some major causes of teenage pregnancy.
Devi machi ufofofo azigeria. Echona miajila oba belele na devia ogbo. Ble devia oba tomarumadu. Banto enyebe ne mbe mi nyira de devia oja. Me ganyira de oji donkpe o. Alo mi nyira de oji le lolome mi he devia odenwi. Bo ma ga fofo. Ne mi melebele na devia o me nu yo hia o me le o nauta. Ye na bo odi o holon sike akpedon be o le fufo. Ble mi po devia bo holon sike wa do. Le keke wa kozo tami ke wa do tami ke wa gbo. Me ga va mo len ko mi avia va pe mo. Mi po mi lebe na bene nde hia o de me ga o cha to ya de le ko le po me le po a. O ha ina vai ti. Mi he o de wi mi lo mi he o de lo me ne be nde hia la. Me we now be o ma ga de susu be o ma ifi ma back well.
So should we give it to her?
Yeah, I think hers is
all right,
more
okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. From Nestle Ghana, you are a woman. Every month you'll be seeing blood. Because of that, you are going to lose some blood every month. You need to be eating iron-rich diet. This basket is for you. So come for your package. Come for your package from Nestle Ghana. Go and enjoy it. And they've added one Maggi to it. Maggi also contains iron. So when you're preparing your stew, add one to it and enjoy. Okay? All right. So take it. Mommy, before we leave, what is your last words to our audience? What advice do you have for them?
Okay. What I have to tell them is like all that we've discussed today. Let us all try as parents and put them into good use. When you have any challenge, like our doors are always open, come to us. And then I think somebody also requested that we have to talk to the girl child. So we normally go to the schools. We have educational programs that we go to the schools and talk to them. Let's correct them in love. Are we there? When we know that they are very active or sexually active, just come to us and then we will give you the technical know-how. Thank you so much.
Ape, maoneira kakaka. So when we were coming, we got some people supporting us. The first one is we have Nestle Ghana. They are promoting the Live Strong with Iron campaign. They are telling us that whatever we eat, we're supposed to eat iron-rich foods, and after that we need to add vitamin C to it. And let me remind you that Maggi cube contains iron. So whenever you are preparing your food, try and add some to it. So Parental sunflower oil. This is a new product from Parental, and this oil is good for the heart. It has low in cholesterol, and it's good for the aged too. So if you are going to buy any product, any oil, kindly go in for the new Parental sunflower oil. It has a lot of vitamins in addition. And this is a new rice from Royal Aroma fortified rice, the first fortified rice in Ghana. It contains iron, zinc, vitamin B6, B12, B9. So whenever you are going to buy rice, go in for this. And one interesting thing about this rice, when you wash it, it wouldn't lose the nutrients. When you cook it, the nutrient is still there. So whenever you go on the market, kindly go for Royal Aroma fortified rice. And we have Vical 20 Immune Booster. This medication is good for whoever is above 12 years. It's not good for pregnant women and breastfeeding mothers. It will boost your immunity and well-being. So thank you so much for joining us over here. Akpe Mauneirao. Viewers, thank you so much for watching this episode of HealthLink TV show that was held at Fodome Aho. Join me same time next week for another interesting episode on HealthLink TV show. HealthLink, everything on health.